It is the night before we leave for Europe, and I wanted to just give y'all insight into what it looks like to prepare for any trips we take. This one's going to be like extra large and extra difficult. Always have a list. This is our list of things we have to do before we leave the house. You know, we got to put the trash by the road. We got to feed and water the dogs. We got to put, this is some yard waste in bags. We need to put that by the road because it gets picked up on Thursdays. We need to shut all the doors in the house, flush the toilets, wash the dishes, and then I got to make some sandwiches and cut up apples to pack. This is another list that I always make, and it's just last minute things that we would have to pack that we can't pack the night before, like our phones, our chargers, our headphones, our headphone chargers, toothbrushes, deodorant, my kids' retainers and their cases, sippy cups that my babies use or my toddlers use, and then wallets with driver's license because a couple of my teens always forget their wallets. I have everything meticulously packed. Everything's planned to like a T, meaning I have an itinerary typed all up with every bit of information that you could possibly need. To make everything flow as smoothly as possible. So this is all the luggage that we're going to need. Everything is packed up. Everybody has outfits for the airport. Everything is ready to go. Taking a stroller and car seats. Now, because we homeschool, we did take off of traditional schooling today, and we did some fun things to prepare for our trip to learn about all the different places we're going, and that was a lot of fun. This was just a quick little thing that I came up with. I typed it all up and just talking about the different countries we're going to be visiting, and it's just like, you know, what is the most popular sport in each one of these countries, and how do people dress in each one of these countries. I also did this, so we did a map of Europe, and then we put our little key down here to talk about each city we're going to be visiting, and then we drew our map, you know, our route, I suppose, from where we're going, since it will be a road trip. And so I typed up the scavenger hunt and chose some of the things that each country is famous for, and this is something that each of the kids can participate in if they would like, and if they find, whoever finds the most things in each country will get like a special prize from that country. I don't know what it will be, but we'll figure that out. So all they got to do is keep an eye out for these things. Some of these places we're actually going, like these places, so all they have to do is check it off, and the first person to check off the most is going to win. As far as the food and stuff goes, they either have to, someone has to order it and they try it, they have to order it, or they have to see someone having it or eating it. The flags, they have to actually physically see a flag, not just a picture of one. But I think it's going to be really fun, and I just came up with these things based on a quick Google search on what each country was kind of famous for. We also are going to be driving through these two countries, and so all they have to do is be able to see the welcome to that country type sign. As I mentioned, I am super meticulous when it comes to deep details, and so I have like the distance that everything is from like Zurich to, I think you say Lucerne, Switzerland. So I have not only Google Maps directions, but I also have an atlas of Europe. So if for some reason our internet is spotty and we can't get that on our phones, then I have like two backups. Hopefully that will work. But I did want to like from every point that we are going to be, like the airport to Lucerne to however you say that word. So here's some of our expenses that we've had. So I'm just calculating everything. This doesn't obviously include parking, toll fees, or gas, or food. This is an example of the itinerary I told you about. This is day 2. I'm not including all the information, but this is kind of where we're arriving, our rental, all that type of stuff. And then kind of options for activities. We do not have to do these, the cost of any of the activities if they cost money. And then obviously the distance from, and not only the distance in minutes, but the distance in miles from one point to the next point, the distance from these type of things, the activities, because we're going to be walking these to the next activity we're going to walk. So it'll tell like where we're going to be hotel wise, when check-in is, when checkout is, what type of rooms I got, if there's parking, if so, like the height that vehicles have to be, if there is parking, if we have to share bathrooms, if we don't, what card it was put on, how it was put on. It really goes into like intense details. So like how many people are in each room. Yeah, it even goes so far as to talk about, so one mountain view, one lake view, booked for 10 people.